Ever feel like your body is working against you? You try to sleep, but the night is broken into pieces. You wake up once, twice, sometimes 3 times. Not because you're thirsty, not because of noise, but because your bladder feels full. You shuffle to the bathroom. You stand there, waiting. The stream is weak. The pressure is low. You finish, go back to bed, and 15 minutes later, it feels like you have to go again. You lie awake, staring at the ceiling, wondering what's wrong with you, wondering if this is just what getting older means. But deep down, you know it's not just age. Something is happening inside, something you don't talk about, something that makes you feel older than you are. It's not only about the nights. During the day, you feel drained. No matter how much coffee you drink, no matter how early you go to bed, you wake up tired. You walk through the day with heavy eyes, heavy shoulders. Energy feels like a memory. And then there's the other fear. The fear you don't say out loud. What if trying to fix your energy makes your prostate worse? You've read things online. You've heard stories. Boost testosterone, boost energy, but risk inflammation, risk pain, risk more trips to the bathroom. That's the wall you keep hitting. On one side, exhaustion. On the other, fear of making things worse, and stuck between them. You. I know what that feels like. I know what it's like to sit in a doctor's office embarrassed to say the words out loud. To admit that you're up half the night. To admit that you can't go more than an hour without urinating. To admit that intimacy feels distant because you're too tired, too distracted by discomfort, too worried about your body betraying you. It eats at your confidence. You feel like less of yourself. You wonder if this is your life now. Always tired, always cautious, always afraid to push harder. You see other men your age still energized, still active, still full of drive. And you ask yourself, why not me? What did I do wrong? But here's the truth no one tells you. Energy doesn't have to mean danger. Vitality doesn't have to mean more inflammation. It's not a trade-off. You don't have to choose between your prostate and your energy. There are ways, natural ways, smarter ways, to feel alive again without feeding the fire inside your body. I discovered that after years of fear, I thought boosting energy meant boosting hormones. I thought any step forward would cost me later. But I was wrong. What I learned changed everything. It showed me that the body isn't your enemy. It just needs balance. It needs support. Not the kind that burns you out. Not the kind that inflames. The kind that works with you, not against you. Imagine waking up and actually feeling rested. Imagine sleeping through the night without counting the trips to the bathroom. Imagine being able to focus on your day, not on the nearest restroom. Imagine feeling a spark again. Not worried about what it's doing to your prostate, but confident it's safe. That's what I found. It wasn't a magic pill. It wasn't an overnight cure. It was something simple. Something that gave me back control. And control is what this is really about, isn't it? Control over your nights. Control over your energy. Control over your confidence. You don't have to keep living half awake. You don't have to accept fatigue as your new normal. You don't have to live with fear that every step toward energy will push your prostate further into pain. There's another way. I was skeptical at first. I'd been let down before. I'd tried things that promised the world and left me right where I started. But this was different. It didn't wreck my hormones. It didn't make the nights worse. It gave me balance. It gave me calm. And then, it gave me energy again. The kind of energy that makes you want to do more than just get through the day. The kind that makes you look forward to the morning. The kind that makes you feel like yourself again. Strong, steady, alive. I can't tell you how much that changed my life. The shift from fear to freedom. From exhaustion to drive. From nights broken by bathroom trips to nights of real sleep. That's not just physical. That's emotional. That's mental. That's freedom. And if you're where I was, stuck between exhaustion and fear, know this: There's a way forward. You don't have to choose between energy and prostate health. You don't have to give up your vitality to protect yourself. You can have both. That's what I found. That's what gave me back my life. And maybe it can do the same for you. I won't push it. I'm not here to sell you anything. I just know what worked for me. And if you're curious, if you're ready to see what helped me break free from that cycle, it's in the link. It was what really worked for me. You can take a look.